Introducing first in the corner to my left, the blue corner. He's from Reading, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Jason Shaeffer. The black trunks, he is from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Welcome Mike Dieffenbach.
Mike, we've seen Jason Shaeffer. You remember when Bobby Holmes was a victim of a prior war, and it took Bobby by surprise. I hope somebody told Mike Dieffenbach about that prior event.
We know that Jason Shaeffer likes to come in there quickly and throw those punches. He is at a decided disadvantage in the height and reach department here against Mike Dieffenbach. But Champ, we know that Jason Shaeffer can punch.
Well, we do know that. We know that he took my nephew out in the first round. He came out swinging, and he got a hard punch. As you see that.
We just saw that. That was a jab and a good right hand. Don't go to the refrigerator for this one. We know Shaeffer's got an explosive right hand.
And Dieffenbach took it pretty well.
Jason's throwing a real hard right hand to the body, and that's what he's got to do to get this guy out of there. There's another left hook.
And for the old-time fight fans, Jason Shaeffer looking a lot like the old former middleweight champ Mickey Walker, the toy bulldog, but he got nailed by Mike Dieffenbach on the ropes, smartly tying up. Oh, what a right hand off the ropes. A right hand off the ropes, and that drops.
He's still hurt.
Dieffenbach.
Dieffenbach is still hurt. His legs is not stable, and I don't think the fight gonna last too much longer.
Well, Dieffenbach knows he has to weather the remainder of this round.
And Dieffenbach very short for a cruiserweight, but he can punch. He's tough. He's trying that right hand again, looking for that home run shot.
Well, that was the right hand he hit Bobby with, and I tell you, man, you know, he punches pretty good.
And I'll tell you what, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot more there than that big punch. So I'm certainly he's going to meet an opponent who knows how to get around that. Let's see if Dieffenbach is that kind of an opponent.
Dieffenbach is still hurt. His leg is not stable yet. You know, he's another good shot. He's got to go.
And he's carrying his hands awfully, awfully low for having felt the power of Jason Shaeffer.
And now on the ropes, it is Jason Shaeffer. And Dieffenbach has to be careful he doesn't catch another right hand from Shaeffer off the ropes.
Of course, Dieffenbach is scoring with some of those punches. Not quite the power of Shaeffer, but they are scoring blows. And looks like Mike Dieffenbach is going to weather this round with only 7 seconds left. He's
going to survive the first round here in this cruiserweight battle. There's the bell. A very welcome sign for Mike Dieffenbach. Let's take a look at that knockdown. What a shot from Jason Shaeffer. Explosive punching here in round number 1. In the background, the ultimate party band, Pizzazz. Making it a real fight party, I'm Mike Mittman at ringside, along with the champ Larry Holmes and fight promoter John Carrolley. Round number 2. The shorter of the two fighters on the left of your screen, Jason Shaeffer from Reading. The taller of the fighters in the black trunks is Harrisburg's Mike Dieffenbach. And Jason Shaeffer scoring well with that right hand. That was the key in round number 1. Will he be able to keep that up here in round number 2? Or will Dieffenbach learn to keep Shaeffer off with that left jab?
Well, the only thing Dieffenbach has been keeping him off with is his jaw right now. He's got to keep those hands up.
Oh, yeah, you got to keep those hands up. Jason comes in there with a good jab, a nice stiff jab, and throws him off balance and throws that left hook pretty good. Good jab.
Good right to the rib area by Jason Shaeffer.
And Dieffenbach's corner is telling him to be first. That seems to be an important factor when you're fighting somebody like Jason Shaeffer, who may not be the best counter puncher, so you want to take that first punch away from him.
You know, Jason, his mouthpiece looked like it's got blood on it, and I didn't see him get hit, John.
Yeah, you know, I noticed that halfway through the first round. Maybe it's a fashionable pink mouthpiece, I don't know, but probably not a good idea. In fact, I'm not sure, Mike might know, the regulations used to be that you could wear black or white only so that the referee could tell whether or not you had a mouth bleed. I don't know if those regulations have changed.
You know, you got hit in the nose, and I see a little trickle of blood coming down the nose a little bit. So that could easily run into the mouth because he's sucking it in.
You're right. That's more obvious now. Yeah.
He is bleeding from the nose. He was caught with several good left jabs by Mike Dieffenbach. And Jason Shaeffer beginning to tire here in round number 2. Will the tide of this bout change here? The momentum seems to be swinging in the favor of Mike Dieffenbach. But, you know, champ, one of the impressive things about Jason Shaeffer, and you wouldn't believe this, he's got a very powerful left jab when he chooses to use it.
Oh, yeah, and he throws a pretty good overhand right, too, Mike. And I tell you, you know, I mean, this is a good interesting fight.
Dieffenbach seems to be tiring a bit here, too.
Well, we know Jason got the power because he knocked my little nephew out, Bobby, with that right hand and that left hook.
And that's the first time Bobby's been off his feet, so we know Jason's packing something.
You got it.
And there's the bell, the end of round 2 action.
And we do want to thank Irvs once again for the lovely card girls, always adding to the color here at the Four Corners promotion. Thursday night at the fights, professional boxing. And you can see Art Bayless on our monitor there, Mike. State cruiserweight champion, giving some pointers to Mike Dieffenbach.
And this is it, round number 3. The cruiserweight division. On the left of your screen is Mike Dieffenbach. On the right is Jason Shaeffer. Jason Shaeffer, just a tough bulldog type of a fighter. He just charges in, throw those overhand rights. A good left jab when he chooses to throw it, and he works well to the body, champ. He's got those good right hands to the rib cage.
Oh, and that's a good punch for Jason because they're trying to break the guy down because the guy is tall and Jason is much shorter, and they're trying to hit him to the body to make him bring his hands down so he can land that overhand right.
And I'll tell you what, who I would love to match him up with at our next fight, Mike, at Sports Fest on July the 8th, Howie the White Knight.
What a fight that would be.
Yeah, that would be a good
Wow.
fight. That would be a brawl.
I don't know that you'd need the ring for that. You could probably hold that in the phone booth.
Oh, yeah.
Now, both boxers figuring they've done about as much damage to each other as they want to do. And the stare down now occurs in round 3. Both of them trying to catch a little bit of a breath here and figure out how to get through whatever defense is left of the other. I don't think penetrating the defense is that significant. Right now, they're both tired from throwing those big shots and being on the receiving end of those.
And Dieffenbach landed a good left jab. Shaeffer throws those left hooks from somewhere down in South Jersey, and if they ever land, Dieffenbach's going to be in big trouble, although he does telegraph the blow a little bit.
Oh, yeah, he let you know it's coming. When it lands, it's all over.
And a right on the ropes by Mike Dieffenbach.
And Dieffenbach better watch, because that knockdown occurred just after one of these typical breaks. A nice
Jason don't look like
right.
he have the stamina. When the referee pushes him back, feel like he don't stop right away. He just goes all over with the push, and it don't seem like he have the stamina. So it might be a different fight in the next round or so.
Well, actually, that's not scoring any points for Jason Shaeffer. That Toreador duck, run, and move. And at least Dieffenbach is in there standing his ground.
And I think the blood from the nose of Jason Shaeffer, he's inhaling that blood, and that's certainly not helping his situation any.
Certainly not helping it. You know, he looks tired. He looks beat, like he's ready to quit. And if Dieffenbach comes along and put a little bit more pressure, I think he can end this fight.
Well, Dieffenbach's got to reach down in those reserves, too, and have something to hit Shaeffer with. It doesn't look like those punches have a whole lot of enthusiasm behind them.
And there's the bell, the end of round number 3. We're ready for the 4th and final round of this cruiserweight battle. Who will it be? Jason Shaeffer on the right, Mike Dieffenbach on the left. This fight probably up for grabs here in round number 4. After a big opening round by Jason Shaeffer, Dieffenbach has come on to score well in the last 2 rounds.
And Dieffenbach not showing a whole lot of power behind those punches, but picking away with the points here.
I got this fight pretty even, Mike. You know, because these guys, man, they going back and forth. One land, Jason's not as busy as he was in the first round, and that's going to cause him a problem going into this last round.
Step back, let's go.
A lot of Vaseline hanging from Dieffenbach's face.
I'm surprised the referee does not catch that.
A lot of Vaseline.
Gary must be at a wrong angle to see that.
Yeah.
They have half a bottle on there at least, and he probably should take the towel, wipe that off.
Yeah, Ray Charles can see that.
Well, he's definitely looking at the eyes of the fighters here, both having taken some good punches.
And a good left by Shaeffer. Oh, wild right and followed by a left hook, and Shaeffer coming to life here in the 4th and final round.
And that's what he got to do to win. I give Jason the round from the beginning because that knockdown in the first round. So, you know, it's a close fight, but I'm giving it to Jason especially this round because he's much more busier.
This fight up for grabs. Whoever wants it more can have it. And it appears Jason Shaeffer wants the win.
Jason is a progressor, and he's on top. So he's throwing punches, so, you know, he seems that he's the one who wants to win this fight. Even though he's bleeding out of the mouth and the nose.
You can see the effects
Well,
like
good
that,
stiff left.
like that
Another
left
good
jab
stiff
on
left.
the nose.
A bloody mess.
It is a bloody mess.
But I'll tell you, it depends what the officials are looking at, because Mike Dieffenbach is really picking away with that left. He may not have the overpowering, far-fetched right hands, but the left that he just got hit by with Shaeffer, there were far more coming from Dieffenbach in this round anyway.
And Jason Shaeffer showing a very good left jab. It's a shame he doesn't use it more often.
He's got to put more than one punch together. He's throwing one punch at a time, and that's the only problem that I'd say. But he's still young. He still can learn a little bit. Got a lot of power, as you see.
And a clubbing right hand by Jason Shaeffer at the bell. The end of this cruiserweight battle. Awaiting the decision of this cruiserweight battle. I think we're about ready. Who will it be? Jason Shaeffer or Mike Dieffenbach? And the executive director of the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission, Mr. Greg Serb, checking things over. Take a look at some of that action. You saw a good stiff left by Mike Dieffenbach, and that's the reason for that bloody nose, champ.
Oh, yeah, he got hit with it, and I tell you what, you know, he shows a lot of courage because he hung in there.
I think we're ready. Let's go up for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the decision, and here it is. Bernard Bruni scored at 38-37. Lynn Carter scored at 38-37 as well, and Paul Paddle 40-35. Your winner by unanimous decision, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Shaeffer.
And there he is, the winner of this cruiserweight battle. Jason Shaeffer, although he may not look like a winner, he took a lot of punches in doing it. He is the winner. We'll be right back with more exciting professional boxing action right after this.